Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Bengals going up against the Raiders. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
It's hauled in by Lee Smith.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were 3 different routes and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dives right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 3 yards there. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First carry now. This is Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
And now to the air, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd down now following the completed pass. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Finding time. He drops it off for Bernard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton surveying the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So each quarterback with an interception here in what was a mistake-filled first quarter. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good...
Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Well, the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
On second down, here's Carr. He's got time, and this will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go.
I
like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver? Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And caught, right side, Green. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Caught, Eifert over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the 2nd snap. And never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was Week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Another chance for Dalton. That's caught at the 3. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back now at this scoreless first half. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. Offense now with the shot after the pick. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. We move late into the second. Dalton's going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. Still late stages of the second. Dalton's completion is made out of the gun, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 23-yard line. Staying late in the half. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 15. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to his favorite target, Green. At 6'4", Green can be so tough to cover.
Really can. When I watch him play, the word that comes to mind for that, and the biggest compliment I can give, his ability to do what the receivers coach talk about always, uncover at the end of routes. Even if a guy's right there in his shirt, he finds a way to come up with the ball.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Dalton sets up play action. Surveying the field. Going for it all. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got time, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So good news, Charles. This will not be a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter number 3.
Let the celebration begin, partner. Yeah, it's just a field goal. But the way these defenses ruled the first half, any points are looking pretty good right about now.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2nd down and 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Carr now on 1st down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 4 down. All right, here we go. Rally. 50.
And they give this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Everyone's got 4. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
So a lot rides now on the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run the option left. He can run for it, and he will. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, little 360. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, there's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they'll play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So second and medium, second and 5 now.
Watch that in, turn his right. Turn his right. We ready? Wide and yank.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run the option left. He may try and run for this. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Big spot. Andy Dalton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton now to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Dalton wants to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So now Dalton surveying the field. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. All right, here's Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the I. And they'll run it here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And caught right side, Green. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Muscles him off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
What can Carr do now with his drive? And complete right side to Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those down quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down now following the run. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.